I want to try and be straightforward with you and let you know that we're not anymore.
What do you mean?
We're not dating anymore, I'm sorry.
Is this a joke?
No, it's not.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 true story movies based on very recent events.
Oh, I don't believe this. I don't believe this.
For this list, we'll be looking at movies that have dramatized real-life events that happened in the 21st century. We'll be focusing on just narrative films, as acclaimed documentaries like The Tinder Swindler deserve their own list. What other real-life events do you think would make a great movie? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, 127 Hours. In 2003, canyoneer and outdoorsman Aaron Ralston, while on a solo descent in the Blue John Canyon in Utah, got trapped by a boulder and had to find a way to free himself. The terrifying incident was documented in Ralston's 2004 memoir, Between a Rock and a Hard Place, which was adapted into this survival biopic just 6 years later. Co-written and directed by the acclaimed British director Danny Boyle, the film stars James Franco in a mesmerizing Oscar-nominated turn as Ralston.
This marks 24 hours of being stuck in Blue John Canyon.
While many biopics take creative liberties in their retelling of true events, 127 Hours remained pretty faithful to its source material, with Ralston calling it, quote, as close to a documentary as you can get.
So, I found this great tourniquet.
Number 9, American Sniper. Based on the same-titled 2012 memoir, this war film dramatized the life of Chris Kyle, an American Navy SEAL who became the deadliest sniper during the Iraq War. A husband and father of two, Kyle's frequent tours affected his relationship with his family and left him dealing with PTSD once he was discharged from the Navy.
If you think this war isn't changing you, you're wrong.
His memoir, released 1 year before his unfortunate death at the hands of another veteran, became a major bestseller and was adapted into a movie by Clint Eastwood. With an ever-captivating Bradley Cooper in the starring role, American Sniper received 6 Oscar nominations and became the highest-grossing war film of all time.
Okay.
Number 8, Hustlers. Featuring a star-studded ensemble cast with names like Jennifer Lopez, Constance Wu, and music stars Lizzo and Cardi B, Hustlers detailed the aftermath of the 2008 recession.
No, baby, this game is rigged. And it does not reward people who play by the rules.
Unlike other movies focused on Wall Street, this crime comedy flick follows a crew of exotic dancers who get creative after their means of livelihood is hampered by the financial crisis. The events in this film occurred in the late 2000s and early 2010s and were documented in a 2015 New York Magazine article, upon which the screenplay was based. Written and directed by Lorene Scafaria, the movie premiered to critical acclaim and showcased a career best performance from Jennifer Lopez.
How come you're so good?
Number 7, Captain Phillips. The hijacking of the Maersk, Alabama cargo ship in April 2009 culminated in a hostage situation in which the ship's captain, Richard Phillips, was captured and held by Somali pirates.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
The real-life incident resulted in a rescue mission by the U.S. Navy, which ended with the recovery of Captain Phillips and 3 of the 4 pirates meeting their end. In this dramatized retelling of the unfortunate ordeal, Tom Hanks portrays Phillips in an everyday hero role similar to the one he'll play just 3 years later in Sully. Captain Phillips, which also starred a remarkable Barkhad Abdi in his film debut as one of the pirates, was praised for its brilliant performances and carefully staged reconstructions.
Salt water would be good for your foot.
Number 6, Bad Education. In 2004, the Roslyn area of New York was rocked with the news of an embezzlement by senior officials in its school district. With the reported $11.2 million stolen from the district, it remains the largest public school embezzlement in U.S. history.
She built up a decade's worth of trust with all of us. We were asleep at the wheel.
Adapted from a New York Magazine article, the screenplay was researched and written by Mike Makowski, who actually was a student in the Roslyn School District at the time of the incident.
The sum total is $250,000.
What? $250,000?
With Hugh Jackman and Allison Janney portraying the two central figures convicted of the crime, the film received positive reviews for its sharp direction and witty dialogue, and won the Emmy for Outstanding Television Movie.
Yeah, I think so.
Number 5. Moneyball. This 2011 sports drama details the 2002 season of the Oakland Athletics baseball team and its manager's inventive approach to building a winning team of players.
Guys, you're just talking. Talking la 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 like this is business as usual.
The strategy, which prioritized evidence-based statistical analysis in choosing players, helped the Oakland team finish first in the American League West for that season. Co-written by Oscar-winning screenwriters Steve Zalian and Aaron Sorkin, the movie was adapted from a non-fiction book by financial journalist Michael Lewis.
This is the kind of decision that gets you fired.
After a tumultuous pre-production phase involving changes in the writers and director, Moneyball was eventually put back on course with Bennett Miller in the director's chair. The movie found its leads in Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill, who both received Oscar nominations for their performances.
Is that it?
Yes.
Number 4. United 93. On America's most harrowing day, 3 out of the 4 hijacked commercial U.S. airplanes crashed into their intended targets. The fourth, United Airlines Flight 93, crashed into a field after its passengers and crew put up a fight.
I'm on United Flight 93 from Newark to San Francisco. Our plane has been hijacked by 3 guys with knives.
The daring revolt by the courageous victims potentially prevented the deaths of thousands more and is portrayed masterfully in this 2006 thriller. It became the first Hollywood feature film to be directly based on these infamous attacks, and was made with the permission of many of the victims' families.
The pilots are on the ground. That was the pilots. They're on the ground outside the cockpit. They're on the floor.
What? For his brilliant handling of such a sensitive topic, Paul Greengrass received an Oscar nomination for Best Director.
Let's go.
Number 3. The Big Short.
I honestly think the economy might collapse.
You've been saying that the system is broken for years, Mark. So why are you so shocked?
Equal parts technical, engaging, and funny as hell, The Big Short took a big swing at portraying the lead-up to the financial crisis of 2007, and it hit a home run.
Let's get on this quickly, too, because if he's right, every loser with a couple $1,000,000 in a fund is going to be jumping on this. Let's go.
Based on the same titled 2010 book, also by financial journalist Michael Lewis, the film takes an unconventional route in achieving its goal. Featuring a lot of financial jargon, the movie employs fourth wall breaks and cameo appearances from celebrities such as Margot Robbie and Selena Gomez to simplify the pretty complicated concepts. The already brilliant screenplay was made even better by the film's superb ensemble cast, including Ryan Gosling, Steve Carell, Brad Pitt, and Christian Bale, who nabbed an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor.
I'm not sure what you want me to say.
I think you've already said it.
Number 2. The Social Network. Today, Mark Zuckerberg is one of the biggest names in tech, owning multiple social media giants under his parent company Meta. His rise to that status, however, wasn't all that rosy, fielding claims of intellectual property theft and several lawsuits.
You better lawyer up, asshole, because I'm not coming back for 30%. I'm coming back for everything.
In this 2010 classic, acclaimed director David Fincher details Zuckerberg's astronomical rise from a Harvard student obsessed with building things to the world's youngest self-made billionaire at one time.
Unless it's a coincidence, I think this is us.
It's not a coincidence.
Although Zuckerberg disliked the final product and claims it was mostly fictional, the movie received overwhelmingly positive reviews, with several publications praising it as one of the best films of the 2010s. After all that's happened with Facebook since then, we're all eagerly waiting for a sequel to The Social Network.
The first few pages are reserved for hardware flags, etc.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Concussion. Set in the 2000s, this drama follows Dr. Bennett Omalu, whose research helped NFL players.
A human brain sits in a fluid, completely disconnected from the human skull.
Stronger. Jake Gyllenhaal plays Jeff Bowman, who lost his legs during the 2013 Boston Marathon incident.
All you gotta do is just tell them what you saw. That's really important.
Intubation tube, we need everyone to clear out.
Deepwater Horizon. Dramatized the 2010 explosion and subsequent oil spillage into the Gulf of Mexico.
Hail
Fruitvale Station, a retelling of the last day of Oscar Grant in 2009.
It's cool. Now, you know what, man? We good, bro. We good, bro. They can hold us as long as we want, but they can't arrest us. We ain't do shit.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Zero Dark 30. After becoming the first woman to win an Oscar for Best Director, Kathryn Bigelow set about her next project, a thriller dramatizing a nearly decade-long international manhunt.
You volunteered for this, didn't you?
No.
The project, which was worked on by Bigelow and screenwriter Mark Bowl for years, was essentially rewritten after the historic raid in 2011. The film's focus was changed to the perspective of a young female CIA agent, and the raid on the compound was meticulously recreated.
So, UBL, you got an intel source on the ground?
No.
Zero Dark 30 premiered to critical acclaim, with Bigelow's direction, Bowles' screenplay, and Jessica Chastain's leading performance receiving particular praise. It was, however, criticized for its depiction of torture, with some arguing that the movie falsely portrayed inhumane interrogation as useful in finding the al-Qaeda leader.
Sir, the agency expert gave visual confirmation.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.